Join me on a fascinating journey where I show you some of the techniques used in scale aeromodelling. I moved on to the wing next, and that was a little bit more straightforward. I'd obviously made the wingtips on the curved former out of carbon rod. The trailing edge is made by, it's 1 millimeter, well, it's half millimeter thick, 5 millimeters wide flat spar or flat carbon rod, flat carbon section, and that's the trailing edge. The two spars are 2 millimeter carbon. In fact, they're 1.5 millimeter carbon. The leading edge is 2 millimeter carbon. And then the balsa ribs you saw me make in a previous video. The wingtip is kind of interesting the way it works. So it's flush with the leading edge on rib 2, or the second rib in, and it's flush with the trailing edge all the way along the back, but it rises to meet the spar at the leading edge and at the rear, and then it curves down and meets that intermediate, well, that rib that's got the nose cut short, and then it falls into line with the leading edge again. That's the best as I can understand it looking at the photographs. So fingers crossed that I've got that right. What I've done here is I've just made a mirror in Illustrator of my drawing, and then I've printed the wing in 3 sections and then just taped 3 sections together. I actually cut the images right down a rib, or right on the edge of a rib, so that it was very easy to line up the 3 sections. This has given me the port wing to build on. That's the basic structure of the wing built. Now all I've got to do is the nice bits. Some filling in of some carbon rods, some holes, and a little bit of leading edge and stuff here. a bit of sanding just to take the lumps of thick CA around the edge, just to trim those up. There's a few lumps along the leading edge there where the two sections meet. But once that's all just sanded down a little bit, that's a nice strong wing ready for tissue. Well, it's both wings ready for tissue now. You might wonder what these little tubes were that I added, and in fact I'm going to have to shorten them slightly because they're too low. They need to be under the tissue and out of sight. So what I'm going to do is, once I've done one side of the wing, once I've tissued, say, the underside, which would probably be the first one to do, once I've tissued that, I'll then drive a pin in from this end through the hole. This is rod with a 1mm hole in the middle. So I'll drive a pin through from the other side and it'll make a hole in the tissue exactly where these are. And then when I cover the other side, I can find the hole and drive it the other way to find this side. So they won't show through the tissue, apart from the fact there'll be a hole at all 6 of these locations. The 3 at the rear are for wing warping, and they lift the trailing edge or pull down the trailing edge. They go 3 wires top, 3 wires from the bottom, and they pull up and down to warp the wing. These 3 on the top and the 3 on the bottom, they simply pull equally and hold the dihedral and give the wing its strength. That's the theory. The diagonal bracing you saw was a lot of faffing around, and that's 2-pound fishing line that's in there, and it's very, very low stretch, but what it does is it gives us some torsional rigidity. And I've just noticed there's one actual beam I've forgotten to add. There should be one that goes from the spar to the middle of that rib, so that when the fabric pulls it doesn't bow this one. So one more piece of carbon in there and then we're done. I'm rotating the rod very slightly so that I'm cutting in on all sides at the same time. This is what stops it splitting, although occasionally it still does it, so that's how you avoid it. Right, now we've got to come from the spar to there, so we need to be at that sort of angle. Right, the CA. And I use my pin to spread it around so it's a nice fillet. So there we go, 2 completed wing panels. This one just needs a bit of sanding, which I'll do in a minute, and it's ready for tissue. The other one's already sanded, so we're ready to go. So I'll just shorten a few of these lugs so they're not proud, and sand some of the lumps off, as I say, on the wingtip, and we're good to go. That concludes the wings. So if you've enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe, and Merry Christmas to everybody.